what he deserves. He made a great season. You know, I mean, it's human. You know, you focus on the last lap. It is true that he was very lucky in the last lap, but you should see the whole season. Was he lucky in Silverstone? Was he lucky in Azerbaijan? Was he lucky in Budapest? He was not. You know, so at the end of the day, all season, and of course, last race, same number of points, you will have had another expectation. But you know, I read always the script. I mean, very often Max says, "It is what it is." I would say, "I will take it is what it is."
Indeed. Now, does he?
And then because I just the reason is, and he's right by saying that. You know, I think it's in my home. It's something I mentioned. I have two lines. It's only the mediocres have raised their maximum. And the other one, I mean, the maximum of pride is humility. So let's take the first one. Of course, we can always improve. You know, I was just, but then you need to behave as well. You know, I was reading today in the French sport magazine, L'Équipe, the president of the Lyon Football Club, which is one of the most important teams. I mean, he has been forbidden for 10 games because he spoke badly about the referee. So maybe we have been too permissive, you know? And on one side, I feel it is important to have a dialogue between the governing body, between the teams, between the drivers, between the commercial right holders. But it should not go against us, you know. So clearly, and incidentally, I was watching the race because I'm in a part, tomorrow I leave this position. But I still love Formula One. I will still watch the Grand Prix. And in a way, it's human behavior. And you see Max, after the first corner, when Lewis took him on the right side, and he said, Levy, I'm persecuted. And I mean, believe he's not, nobody is. You know, but it's perception. And so in the heat of the action, I mean, you have your own feelings. On the other side, you have the race director, you have the steward, you have a lot of organization. And are we perfect? We are not perfect. And incidentally, that's why I've suggested to have a full review to see what needs to be improved at the light of what has happened, but not only at this race, what has happened over the year. And should we refuse if we can improve? We should. You know, so, I mean, we need to be perfectionists. And in a way, Formula One is the result of perfection, you know. A great driver is not enough. A great car is not enough. So all has to be combined to be successful.
But Jean, just as a driver, how impressed have you been by Max this year? Does he remind you of a young Michael Schumacher?
You know, I think each champion at this level has his own personality. So, I mean, I would say Max is Max, Michael is Michael, and each one, and then when I'm told with a bad driver, it's a combination. It's a combination. But clearly, we have to admire and to congratulate what has happened this year. And on one side, you have the best team has been Mercedes, and the best driver is Max.
Okay. Now, thank you for that, Jean. Let's open this up to the floor again, please. We have a question at the front.
Thank you. Jean, one of the big talking points this week has been Mercedes' can I call it, protest against the result and also their subsequent refusal to participate in photo shoots. There's no Toto, there's no Lewis. How do you see that? Did that contribute to the decision for a review?
You know, I think tonight we should celebrate, you know, rather than trying to get into any kind of controversy. And you know, it's no point. What will it give? You know, I think in a way, I feel sorry because Mercedes should have much more reward. 8-time world champion for the manufacturer is unique. And then, I mean, this young guy has made an outstanding job. That's what we should, rather than saying, are we going to punish because he's not coming, or he said that. Honestly, I don't think that's the platform to speak about that. We should be above that. And incidentally, you know, maybe a more general view, I have had quite an interesting career, you know, and I've been spending 12 years as president of the FIA. It's a lot of, and then people ask me, I mean, what is your feeling? And I'm very sincere. I say 70% I'm happy to leave. And among the 70%, it's because of things like that. And 30%, I have some nostalgia because I think we've been doing, you know, I think when we speak about the improvement on safety, when you think about the low-cost helmet for developing country where each driver has been dedicated one below $20 helmet which can save life. When I think about Grosjean being in life, in a way Lewis being in life, that's what does matter. Rather than knowing what will happen with it. We will miss him, definitely. I mean, Lewis is an outstanding champion. He never makes a mistake. He had been an amazing combination, probably best car, best team, and he never does a mistake. This time, simply, he won 10 Grand Prix, and we should find that remarkable.